Did you know that some of the weirdest creatures ever discovered are so tiny you'd never see them with the naked eye? And yet, they're bursting with bizarre abilities straight out of a sci-fi movie. Get ready to be amazed as we dive deep, on a microscopic level, into the strangest life forms found under the lens of a microscope. You won't want to blink. Number 10. Tardigrade, the unstoppable water bear. Let's start with a fan favorite among microbe enthusiasts. The tardigrade, also known as the water bear. Imagine a chubby, 8-legged little blob that looks like it wandered off the set of a surreal space movie. Tardigrades live in moss, freshwater, and just about anywhere there's moisture. Their claim to fame? Surviving the impossible. From withstanding extreme heat to sub-freezing temperatures, they've been found in hot springs and even the vacuum of space. Every moment you think you've reached the peak of how tough they are, they up the ante with a new record of endurance. Their seemingly magical ability to suspend their metabolism, known as cryptobiosis, has baffled scientists for ages. No matter where in the universe you put them, water bears keep on thriving. Number 9. Toxoplasma Gondii, the cat-inspired parasite. Ever wonder about a microbe that can pass through cats and change behaviors in other creatures? That's Toxoplasma Gondii. Though microscopic, it has a curious bond with our feline friends. Cats play a pivotal role in its life cycle. These tiny organisms lodge themselves inside cells, forming cysts that can remain dormant for a long time. Scientists have been astonished at how Toxoplasma Gondii can subtly nudge its host's biology. It's so fascinating to realize that a microbe, too small for the naked eye, can orchestrate part of its story through the body of a house cat. One look at this parasite under a microscope reveals a delicate oval shape, a small testament to a world of subtle influences and complex interactions. Number 8. Radiolarians, the glittering glass dwellers. Picture a microscopic sphere that seems to be carved from crystal. Radiolarians are marine protists known for their intricate glassy shells made of silica. Under powerful magnification, their skeletons appear like tiny works of art, delicate, symmetrical, and mesmerizingly intricate. The shapes can vary from spiky orbs to geometric labyrinths, each design shaped by evolution to float effortlessly in the ocean's currents. Their beauty isn't just for show. These glass-like structures offer them protection and buoyancy. Gazing at a radiolarian is a bit like admiring a piece of cosmic architecture, reminding us that nature's creativity is boundless, even in the microscopic realm. Number 7. Volvox, the rolling green algae colony. Volvox looks like a glittering green globe rolling through fresh water. But this bright sphere is actually a colony of hundreds, or even thousands, of individual algae cells. Each cell has a tiny pair of hair-like structures that let the whole colony spin and glide in water like a miniature planet forging its path. This communal approach is what makes Volvox stand out. Imagine separate tiny organisms synchronizing their movements to create a bigger, grander show, like an underwater disco ball of vibrant green. And the best part? Their teamwork extends to how they reproduce, sharing signals in a swirl of microscopic coordination. If you've ever doubted that tiny organisms can display teamwork, just watch Volvox roll, twirl, and shine. Number 6. Hydra, the micro-creature with regenerative powers. While Hydra might conjure images of mythical beasts, the real Hydra is a simple freshwater polyp that defies expectations. This tiny tube-shaped wonder can regenerate almost endlessly. Cut one part off, and it grows right back. Each Hydra has a number of tentacles encircling a mouth opening, ready to snag microscopic food drifting by. What's remarkable is how they never seem to age the way larger animals do. Scientists have studied them to understand the secrets behind their constant regeneration. Watch a Hydra under the microscope and witness a creature so small, yet brimming with extraordinary renewal powers. It's the epitome of biology's wild side, tiny but seemingly ageless. If these creatures have got your curiosity tingling, toss a like below or share the video with a fellow science lover. Every bit of support helps keep these microscopic voyages going. Number 5. Diatoms, the sculpted jewels of the water. Now let's zoom into the world of diatoms, photosynthetic algae cloaked in glass-like cell walls. Their cell walls, called frustules, are made of silica and come in every shape imaginable: circles, triangles, spirals, you name it. In many ways, they're the designers of the microscopic universe, building intricate patterns that would fit right in at an art museum. Beyond their aesthetic flair, diatoms are also significant players in Earth's oxygen production. Yes, these minuscule beauties floating in rivers and oceans help produce a chunk of the air we breathe. With every glance under the microscope, diatoms remind us that style and substance can indeed go hand in hand. Number 4. Vibrio Fischeri, the bioluminescent bacteria. Vibrio Fischeri are marine bacteria that emit a captivating bluish glow, especially noticeable when they gather in large numbers. Often found in symbiotic relationships with creatures like the Hawaiian bobtail squid, they help their host with a form of stealthy camouflage by masking its silhouette against moonlit waters. Under the microscope, a cluster of these bacteria can look like a cluster of twinkling stars. And it's not just for show. The glow is part of a communication system regulated by a process called quorum sensing. In simpler terms, these bacteria chat with each other chemically until they decide it's time to light up. It's a silent orchestra of living lights, hidden from naked eyes but ready to enchant anyone who peers closely. Number 3. Stentor, the trumpet-shaped marvel. If you've never heard of Stentor, you're in for a treat. Shaped like a trumpet and often tinted green or blue, these single-celled protists can stretch and contract dramatically. Though they're just one cell, Stentors can reach lengths visible to the naked eye, making them giants in the microscopic realm. Watch them under magnification, and you'll see them swirl water currents using cilia around their mouth, drawing in food. But beyond their captivating look, they're also well known for their regeneration capabilities. Cut them in half, and each half can reconstruct into a complete new Stentor. Marvel at a single cell that acts like a tiny, cunning creature all on its own, remodeling itself again and again. Number 2. Bdelloid Rotifers, masters of extreme survival. Bdelloid Rotifers are tiny multicellular organisms shaped like a cylinder with a spinning crown-like set of cilia on their head. That spinning wheel is how they draw in food, giving them an adorable appearance of a miniature vacuum cleaner at work. But their most jaw-dropping trait is their ability to withstand punishing conditions. When water sources run dry, they enter a kind of suspended animation, shriveling into a dormant state until moisture returns. Time and again, they spring back to life as if nothing ever happened, an astonishing feat reminiscent of our hardy tardigrade friends. Bdelloid rotifers have even endured intense laboratory tests that left them in stasis for years, only to reawaken and continue their daily routine as if they just took a quick nap. Number 1. Vampyrella Lateritia, the amoeba with a twist. This final micro-marvel is not as eerie as its name suggests, but it's definitely unique. Often called the vampire amoeba, Vampyrella Lateritia is bright orange in color and has a taste for algae. It zeroes in on its algae prey, attaches, and meticulously extracts nutrients from within. It's a subtle dance, far from the dramatic scenes you might imagine, but under the microscope, it's surprisingly enthralling to watch. Despite its vampire label, it isn't menacing in the grand scheme of things. Instead, it's just another example of how intricate and specialized life can be, even at tiny scales. If anything, its bright, fiery appearance only makes it more of a mesmerizing micro-oddity rather than something ominous. So there you have it, the strangest, most fascinating life forms you'll only see up close with a powerful lens. Each little organism reminds us that the natural world is bursting with marvels, often hidden in places we barely think to look. If you ever find yourself near a microscope, take the plunge and explore. You just might catch a glimpse of these fantastic creatures in action. Before you go on your next microscopic adventure, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you had fun peering into this tiny cosmos. Don't forget to share your favorite organism from this list in the comments and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss a new dive into the wonders of our world. whether big or small. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.